It's Wednesday, December 27th, about 11 a.m. A big cold front's come through. I was going to hunt this morning. The wind chill factor was down to 8 degrees, so I stayed in bed. That's extreme for this area of Tennessee, so I'm not used to hunting in that stuff. I don't know how long I could have sat in the stand for that. So I decided I'm going to try midday hunting. I think if I'm ever going to do it today, it'd be a good day to do it. So that's the plan. I'm going to go sit down here on some cutover, overlooking a food plot where I can see good ways, and see if I can catch them browsing around in the cutover, coming up out of the bedding area. Maybe munching on some clover in the middle of the day. A lot of times a second rut comes through this time of year, so I'm hoping maybe that there'll be a hot doe around, get one of these big boys out of his comfort zone and try to round her up. It's still 23 degrees right now with a wind chill factor of 12 degrees, so it hadn't really warmed up that much, but sun's out, so the wind's blowing about 13 miles an hour out of the northeast, so it's super cold out here, but with that sun, I think I can make it for a little while, so I'm gonna go sit out here for a couple hours at least. If I'm seeing deer, I'll stay till the end of the day, but if not, I'm gonna go back, warm back up, and hit it again this afternoon. Oh my gosh, unbelievable hunt. I'm walking to my stand, I'm creeping the strong northeast winds, I'm walking against the wind. I come out into the opening of my food plot, and here, just right 20 yards from me, a buck stands up. He's bedding down right 20 yards off of the food plot on this hillside on the cutover. He gets up, starts walking. He's in the thick, tall grass and stuff. I can't even really, I can see his head good. I aim, I say I'll make it through the thick brush with a 20-yard shot. I aim, I shoot. I must have missed him. He goes running off, gets on another hillside out in the cutover, turns around, stops and looks back. I can't hold steady. I'm trying to get another shot, and I'm telling you, I was like, shit, I gotta kneel down. I kneeled down. I figured he'd run off when I did that. He couldn't find me. I kneeled down, took another shot, and I got him good that time, I believe. He ran about 30 yards and fell down, so I'm counting on him to be laying over there. I'm gonna go check it out in about 20 minutes. I tell you, last night I spent a lot of time reading about how to hunt cold weather bucks. This is gonna sound like a bunch of crap, but I read 10, 15 articles about hunting below freezing temperatures late in December. And man, you couldn't have drawn it up any different. I mean, it happened exactly like one of the articles I read. This bad boy was bedded down right by the cutover, sitting on the hillside right by the food plot. I just come walking down to the stand. I get near the food plot. I hear something stand up and start walking. I see his horns. Man, he was 20 yards from me. He was in the thick stuff. I couldn't really see his body good. I took a shot. Apparently I hit some sticks or something, because I missed him and he ran up here on top of this hill. Looked back, and I couldn't get steadied on him. I was standing up. I was nervous. I saw him just sitting there staring, looking at me. Well, he was looking around. I don't even think he knew where I was. So I squatted down. I figured he'd see me and run off, but he still didn't spot me. I steadied my gun on my knee and took a nice shot at him, and he ran about 30 yards and dropped. It's so cold. I just slept in. I got up at about 9:30. I mean, wind chill 8-10 degrees. It's still cold out here. I mean, it's not even above freezing yet. Wind chills are still about 15 degrees right now. I can't believe it. It was an exciting 15-minute hunt. One of the most exciting hunts I've ever had. I'm tagged out for the year now. I could go doe hunting if I want to. I'll probably hang my gun up for the season now. That's plenty of meat in the freezer for me. So this is a pretty nice deer here. He broke his brow tine off, and his G3's been broke off. He's been busy. He's been rubbing. He's got a lot of sign of fighting and rubbing, that's for sure. It's a heck of a year. Well, it's a great way to cap off the year. 2017's in the books. That's it for me. Take this deer home, process him myself, get him in the freezer. Be eating deer chili soon.